Hello and welcome to Gunners Daily YouTube channel, where I'm covering all the latest Arsenal news and everything that is happening around the club. It's been 5 days since the January transfer window officially opened, and every day we have more and more rumors surrounding Arsenal and what is their plan for this month. So let's not waste any time and let's get into it. But before we start, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more daily content. Okay, let's go. Now this is an interesting one. According to the usually trusted Turkish journalist Cengiz Sabunkoglu, Arsenal are looking to sign Ferdi Kadioglu from Fenerbahce this month. The 24-year-old Ferdi can play at both right back and left back, and Arsenal already had their scouts in Turkey in November to watch the player, and they are reportedly very satisfied with what they saw, and are prepared to send the offer for the player this January. What's interesting is that Ferdi can also play in midfield if needed, and we all know that Mikel Arteta prefers to have versatile players in his squad that can cover more than one position. It's also worth adding that according to the popular website Who Scored, Ferdi Kadioglu is the highest rated defender in the Turkish league this season. And if the report is to be trusted, Arsenal's officials are set to arrive in Istanbul next week to negotiate a deal for the left back, who is valued at around £25 million by his club, Fenerbahce. Not going to lie, I haven't watched the player, I don't really know much about him, but from what I've been reading and hearing this morning, Ferdi is highly rated by the Turkish journalists and Fenerbahce's fans. I've even seen some of them writing that he's arguably been their most consistent player so far this season, and basically that he's a real deal. We know Arsenal's current situation with defenders is not good due to injuries and Asian Cup. We already talked about this. At the moment, our only available defenders are William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, Ben White, and Jakub Kivior. And that's your starting back four for Liverpool because you don't have any other options. Alexander Zinchenko is out injured. We still don't know for how long it will take for him to recover. Jurrien Timber is also out injured. There have been some rumors and mumblings that he is on target to return to full training in March. Something like that. But still, nothing official, of course. And Takehiro Tomiyasu left the squad to join Japan for the Asian Cup. So yeah, situation is not good. We are basically one more injury away from a complete disaster, from a complete crisis. So this report doesn't surprise me one bit. Journalist who shared this story, Cengiz Sabunkoglu, is regarded as one of the more reliable Turkish journalists who usually has good sources, and he is very well versed in all news about potential transfers. So that's also good to hear. Like I said, I don't really watch the Turkish league, so I don't have anything new to tell you about Ferdi Kadioglu. What is his style of play, how well would he fit into our squad, etc. But from what I've been reading, he's a top quality defender who could be a really good addition for Arsenal. He's primarily a left back, but can cover multiple positions. Some even wrote that he is very similar to Alexander Zinchenko in terms of his ability to join the midfield and control the pace of the game, create space in midfield. He's very good in build-up play. So yeah, tell me, if some of you maybe follow the Turkish league and you know more about this player, drop a comment. Drop a comment and share your thoughts on Ferdi Kadioglu because I'm really interested to hear you out. Barcelona are sensationally considering whether to sell Pedri this summer, with Arsenal leading the chase for the midfielder, according to Victories. 21-year-old Pedri is widely regarded as one of the best young midfielders of his generation. He has played 120 times for Barcelona, scoring 17 goals and adding 9 assists. However, Pedri's career so far has been hampered with injuries. A hamstring injury restricted him to 12 La Liga games in 2021-22 season and 26 games last season. This season, he has only played 8 times in 19 league outings this campaign, missing 9 games due to a hamstring injury and the last 2 due to another injury. Pedri has a contract with Barcelona till 2026, but according to this report, the Catalan club is worried that due to his injuries, they would be willing to sell him this summer to generate some cash while his value is still pretty high. So, Pedri to Arsenal, yes or no? In my opinion, absolutely yes. But listen, I don't trust these sources that much really. A lot of reports that came from Victories have been shaky at best. Rarely do they get something right. But for the sake of it, let's say there's some truth in this. In some way, it actually makes sense that Barcelona would be willing to sell Pedri. I mean, we all know about their financial problems and struggles, and after all, he's one of their most valuable assets. Matter of fact, he's currently their most valuable player according to Transfermarkt. His current market value is 19 million euros, so around 80 million pounds, something like that. So if we look at this from that perspective, with all the injuries he's been having, maybe Barcelona thinks that now is the right time to cash in and redirect those funds to solve some other problems that they have. That's the only logical take, I think, because I don't believe there is any other reason why they would get rid of one of the best young players in the world just like that. As for his injuries, let's talk about that for a bit. Yeah, it's not looking good. Since 2021, he's been out injured for 396 days in total. Bear in mind, he's still injured right now, and there's no specific date when he will be back. I guess we could say that he's very injury-prone player already. And it's a shame in general, because when healthy and fit, I really think he's one of the best young upcoming players in world football. Absolutely brilliant player already, in my opinion. But anyway, let's say Arsenal are really interested in Pedri and they want to bring him to the Emirates this summer. Can you imagine that midfield? Declan Rice and Pedri. Couldn't get much better, could it? Rice's tackles, work rate and interceptions, and Pedri's creativity, all-around play, passes, shot creation. It would be a perfectly balanced midfield. But like I said, I don't want to go into too much detail because I don't think that this transfer will happen. Or rather, I think it's very difficult to expect that Barcelona will just let Pedri go, who is still very young, only 21 years old. And despite all the injuries and problems he has, they probably still hope that he can be a player for them to build their future with. I think a healthy Pedri alongside Declan Rice in midfield will probably be, well, the best midfield in the Premier League. But like I said, I don't have high expectations that this transfer will actually happen. This is just my opinion, but feel free to write in the comments what do you think about this potential transfer. Do you think there is any chance that Pedri would actually come to Arsenal? Write down in the comments. Arsenal are going to wear an all-white kit for their FA Cup clash against Liverpool on Sunday. Arsenal will be wearing white instead of red against Liverpool to mark the third year of their No More Red campaign with Adidas. It was first launched in 2022 to support work done by the Gunners to keep young people safe from knife crime and youth violence. Along with the kit, Adidas and Arsenal have revealed that they will invest more in safe spaces to play football with the opening of a third refurbished community pitch at Mayville Estate. Arsenal first wore the No More Red kit in a 1-0 FA Cup defeat against Nottingham Forest in 2022. And they put on the all-white kit again for a 3-0 away win at Oxford in last season's FA Cup third round. You know what? Every time I see us playing this kit, all I can think of is that game against Nottingham Forest in 2022. Absolutely terrible game. Terrible performance from us all around. And for some reason, it always reminds me of that game. But all jokes aside, this is for a great cause. I fully support this project. It's nice of Arsenal to see them getting involved in a project like this alongside Adidas, of course. And you know what? It's a beautiful kit, in my opinion, and I hope this campaign, alongside many others where Arsenal is involved, will continue in the future. What are your thoughts on the kit? How do you like it? Write down in the comments. And finally, here are some interesting events that happened throughout the history of Arsenal on this day. In 2009, Jack Wilshere signed his first professional contract with Arsenal. He joined Arsenal when he was just 9 years old and went on to be an England international and an integral part of the club, although his career was hampered by injuries. He was loaned to Bournemouth in 2016 and he later signed for West Ham United. In 2015, Lukas Podolski was loaned to Inter Milan until the end of the season. It was suggested that Arsene Wenger was upset by his unwillingness to track back, but during his loan, Podolski suggested he would certainly return to Arsenal in the summer, but he didn't. And he left the club permanently and joined Galatasaray in Turkey. And in 2022, Arsenal's League Cup semi-final was postponed because of COVID in the Liverpool camp. However, it was subsequently found there was no COVID outbreak. Liverpool blamed false positive tests, although this was at a rate massively above any false positive recorded before or since. No explanation has ever been given and there was no fine for Liverpool. And that's it for today's video. So Gunners, thank you for watching, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more daily content. Once again, thank you all for joining in and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.